Good morning. We will look at the effect of VAT when bad debts is written off. If we look at the information provided, the Minute Stores is a registered VAT vendor and VAT of 14% is included in the appropriate amounts. So if we look at the amount that is outstanding at the beginning of the month is 1,250. That means that when these goods were sold to the debtor, the sales account was credited with 100 over 114 of this amount, and the VAT output account was credited. So the VAT that was collected on behalf of this 1,250 was already paid over to SARS. Now we only receive 500 Rand from P. Lowe as a final dividend of 40 cents in the rand. Okay, so if I look at the amount that we receive, we will show that the debtors reduce with 500 and that the amount in the bank increases with 500. We will only receive 40 cents in the rand, so I have to go and do a calculation now to determine how much is the bad debts. The total debt is 100%. The amount that we will receive will only be 40 cents in the rand, so we will receive 40% of this outstanding amount. And the amount that will be written off will then be 60%. So if I look at the total debt, it equals 1,250. The amount that we receive is 40%, and the amount written off is 60%. So if I take the amount received is 500, and that equals 40%. If I want to see how much money is written off, the percentage that we want, 60, over the percentage that was given, we divide by 40 times 500, and that will give us the total bad debts as 750. Now we must remember that when we sold the goods, we paid VAT on the total sales. So included in this 750 is VAT that we are not collecting on behalf of SARS anymore. So we have to work out what percentage of this 750 is VAT and what portion of this will be bad debts. So the total amount written off will be 750. That amount equals 114% because it includes the bad debts and it includes the VAT. If we want to calculate the VAT portion in this, we will take the 750 times the 14, the one that we want, divide by 114, the one that was given, and that means that we can claim back from SARS 92 Rand 11. The bad debts portion will be 100%. So of the 750, we want to calculate what is 100%. So the one that we won is 100. The one that we know is 114. So we will divide by 114, and that will give me the bad debts as 657.89. If we record this in the ledger, we will show that the bad debts will be debited to show that is the loss of the business and the expense that will only equal 100%. It can never include the VAT. The VAT output account will be debited with 92 Rand and 11 cents to show that we can claim this money back from SARS because we didn't collect it from the debtors, because we had to write it off as bad debts. And then I will credit my debtors control with the total 750 and show that some of it will go as bad debts and some of it will be recorded as VAT output. The debtors control is therefore 114% account because it includes the VAT. VAT is always only a 14% account. Bank is 114% account. So the three accounts that's 114% is debtors control, bank, and creditors control. That will always be 14%, and all your other assets, income, expenses, liabilities will be 100% accounts. What did we learn today? When goods are sold, that is collected on behalf of SARS on the sales price. And this money is paid over to SARS immediately, although the debtor still owes this money. When the debts are written off, because you're not getting the money from them, it means that the VAT that's included in this bad debts can be claimed back from SARS, so VAT will be debited to show that there's an asset. The bad debts account, the expense for the business that will reduce their profits, will never include that. Read the entry to determine whether the amount owed is given or whether the amount received is given. In this case, they told us what is the amount that's owed, and that was the 750. So that means when we do the calculation, we will say 14 over 114. If the amount received was given, then you would do a different calculation, because you have to show that the amount that is received is only equal to,